Now, what's going on with these playoffs, bro?
So man, we all know, man. Memphis, they got took out, man. They took them out quick, man. And then Miami the other night, man,
Woo!
they lost by 55. Uh,
But they
but
was already in Cancun, boy.
there was some comments made by Darius Garland. Um, they asked Darius Garland what's been the game plan for their success, and this is what Darius Garland said out of his own mouth. Our game plan is to attack whoever Tyler Hero is guarding. We're attacking the weakest link.
Sheesh.
This came off the cuffs of what Tyler Hero said, though, about Darius Garland. Basically saying that Darius Garland ain't like that. So Darius Garland rebuttal was, well, our game plan is to attack Tyler Hero.
Mm-hmm.
He their weakest link.
And that's what happened. They went at him, and
I
it
mean,
got ugly.
we all knew what was gonna happen. Well, we didn't think it was gonna be this bad. Not
Yeah.
55.
Yeah, that's sheesh.
You think they lost by 60 points.
Y'all might as well didn't even well, y'all didn't show up. Y'all might should just stay home.
I didn't even think the score was real. I had checked the score one time. It was like 83-33.
Bro, it was over at halftime.
I was like, what in the world? Is this a typo? 83-33. Jeez. Now the Lakers. The Lakers series is all but over. Minnesota leads that series 3-1. I was here on this platform letting America know that Lakers will have problems because of the size of Minnesota. Minnesota, if they smart, they're going to impose their will on the offensive glass and also just on the sheer just playing inside. There's no rim protection. There's nothing in there. And so everybody's complaining about the Lakers defense. You don't have defense if you don't have rim protection. Or if you can't rebound the ball after a miss. This is what I was saying, that this was going to be the Lakers' Achilles heel. Like, this is probably the worst matchup the Lakers probably could have had because Minnesota has so much size in Rudy and Julius and Nas Reed. They have so much size they can throw at you versus the Lakers that don't have one true center. And so everybody was saying, oh, Lakers in 5. I was like, man, I don't see it. I mean, my heart is with them because I'm a Luka fan. My heart is there, but my basketball mind is saying this ain't going end well. Like this ain't adding up. Lakers in 5 ain't adding up. It ain't fair. This basketball wise, it's just not there, man.
Ain't fair.
What you think, man? What you think about that series?
Man, I know started at the beginning, man. I did have LA because I am a Luka fan and I've seen what he's done with less, but matchups are matchups. Size is size. And when you don't have any remote size, it's especially if it's if the other side is effective with their size, this is what you get. Now I do think they may give one more game when they go back to LA, but outside of that, it's still gonna be 6. So it'd be over in 6 when they go back to Minnesota.
It's 3-1. The likelihood coming back from that.
So yeah. And so, you have LeBron, a 40-year-old LeBron playing the 5.
For a whole second half.
And it just baffled me how JJ Redick He played his whole starting five the whole second half.
They ain't got nothing.
I mean, but you have to, you have to kind of if you're gonna try to something like you got to spam a couple.
He got desperate, and he's a young coach. And
Yeah,
I said this too. I said I told John this. I said "N- we could be surprised if JJ Redick, inexperience comes in, and I think that he got
it showed
desperate. I think he panicked
panicked. Yeah,
because you're looking at a 3-1, and so you're playing in a 2-1 game, and you're thinking like we can't afford to go 3-1, and so he just panicked and just said, "I'm gonna leave out there guys that I'm gonna leave them out there." And they obviously they got exhausted,
yeah,
um, but also you just wasn't going to win this series. Could they have played better? Yeah, but they just wasn't going to win the series just by sure. You just don't have what it takes to win.
yeah,
Like you just don't. And this is what I was calling out from the beginning of the playoffs. Like they just don't. Like that's why I didn't pick the Lakers to win this series because I was like they just don't have what it takes. Now if they got a center that's gonna walk up in there, if they wouldn't have picked up a center, then I would have probably picked the Lakers.
yeah, man. Yeah, this is all but a wrap, man. Yeah, it's all about a wrap for that one, man. But next on the docket, man,
Was the Pacers?
Pacers, they they finished close out the series against Milwaukee tonight in overtime. They actually came back
They did. I thought that was over. I thought the game was over with. I
and
said, man, they
stole them,
lost.
and Halliburton sealed the deal in overtime with a layup to the rim against Giannis. And then Giannis wanted to fight Halliburton dad afterwards. But yeah, man, it was just too much for the Milwaukee to overcome, especially with Dame's injury, his Achilles. So he's pretty much his next year is in jeopardy as well. Wish him well and speedy recovery with that. Yeah, just too much to overcome. It's a lot to overcome that along with your coach because your coach is not going to give you anything.
Mm. I
Doc,
I told you that. I
Doc,
said, John. I said you
I,
gonna trust Glenn.
I told y'all I don't trust Glenn. I told you that. I told you I didn't trust Glenn. I never trust Glenn. No, never that. But yeah, it's just a lot to overcome, man. Now I do have a question. Do you think Giannis wants out at this point?
I think once he settled down, I think he's gonna be definitely thinking about getting out. Now, I don't know if he's gonna ask for a trade because I'm not sure how many years he has.
I think he said at least 2 or 3 years on this deal.
So I'm not sure if he's gonna ask for a trade, but I'm pretty sure that with Dame out, like he wants to compete for championships, and without another star, you're just not gonna be able to compete. And so, um, I'm pretty sure that he's gonna probably be looking to get out.
Yeah, so I think the only thing is it's gonna have to be about trade because he said like I said he got a couple more years on his deal. Um, you 30 plus now. Um, you'd be wasting your prime years, and Milwaukee look like they don't know what direction they're going in, man.
Can't
Can't
keep
fire your
the
coach
coach.
again because you already paying two other coaches that ain't even here.
Man, you ain't got no coach now. I kept telling people, Doc Rivers, he don't make adjustments at all. Like some coaches
Mm-mm.
make in-game adjustments, some coaches make game-to-game adjustments. Doc Rivers, he makes a game plan and he's just gonna ride that game plan all the way out until the wheels fall off.
Regardless,
Like Rick Carlisle is one of my favorite coaches. Like his in-game decisions are always good. Now, game to game, he don't really do the best, but in
stubborn.
the heat of the moment, he makes good calls. So if you're in a close game with Rick Carlisle, it's probably gonna be really good for you because he's gonna make good calls. He's gonna make good out of timeout calls. His out of timeout plays are second to none. Somebody gonna get a good shot.
That's a fact. And his calls out of timeout, his plays out of timeout, I've yet to see a coach do it better.
It's second to none. And I'm saying this from when he coached with the Mavericks. Somebody always got a good shot.
Yeah.
And then his strategy of what he decides to do, of how they guarded Giannis in game, they changed. They moved Siakam off of Giannis,
Mm-hmm.
and they put Miles Turner on
Turner on
Giannis
Giannis. Yeah.
and help shade it from the weak side. Like that's good in game adjustment. That's coaching. That's what you call coaching.
That's a fact. OKC made quick work of Memphis, man.
That was
And your boy Ja, he was hurt the last two games of that series, man. And they seen him in the stands. They put the camera on him.
it.
And I guess he thought there was only one camera in the building. And so he decided to do this. And all they did was said,
Switch camera 7.
so I don't know what he was thinking in that regard.
Bro, it's too many cameras in
It's
there,
too
bro.
many cameras, man. There's more cameras than you. It's cameras you don't even know where they are. Um, and he made an interesting comment. I think it was during that exit interview. He said that it's too bad he got hurt because they had figured OKC out.
Y'all were hooping. The game you got hurt, I would give y'all that. Y'all were hooping. Y'all was up like almost dang near 30. Y'all were hooping. But to say that y'all was going to win this series is crazy.
He said he figured them out. That's what he said.
Man, y'all shouldn't even been in the playoffs, man. They should just let OKC just go to the next round. Don't even play.
Let me ask you this. With these blowouts that's happening in this first round from these play-in teams, do you think they need to go back to the old format, 8 and get in?
Probably,
Because
yeah, but you're still gonna have those issues because the AC gonna be weak too. Like if you had kept the same regular ACs, like if Memphis was there, because Memphis was already a 7 seed or AC. Memphis, and then the other team was
but that would have been an interesting series, Memphis versus Houston.
Houston was gonna whoop them.
That would have been interesting.
But you're gonna have those problems. The only way to really fix those problems if with the solution that I have been stating for so long,
Just top 16.
take the best 16 teams in the league, regardless of conference. You're gonna have a good series every time.
Yeah, that definitely cut out all these getting in there with losing records just to get dusted. You
Take
going
the
home.
best 16 teams.
That's a fact. Um,
And
now
if you really want to get creative and you really want it to be live, take the best 16 teams and let the teams play in the bracket no matter where you fall. So if you play an Eastern Conference team, that's who you playing.
Oh, yeah. She should have had a better record.
And let's play a bracket like that.
Yeah, just straight to top 16.
Top 16 teams. And you on wherever side you fall on, that's where you fall on the side of the bracket. And whoever you lined up with, whether it's an Eastern Conference or Western Conference team, that's who you playing.
That'll get
Based on
smacked,
your
right?
record. You will have some really good games.
That's facts. Now, Celtics closed it out against the Magic in five tonight. Um, I thought Magic would have put up a little bit more of a fight than they did. I
They
didn't pick them to
they
win the series, but
they
just
they fought, but they don't have the sure talent. Outside of really Moncaro. They don't have the guys, the talent. Now they were scrappy. They made it. They made a lot of games out of those games. It wasn't a lot of blowouts. Um, in those games, they fought hard, but they don't just have. They don't have the talent.
yeah,
Um, outside of Bancaro, of guys who just like that.
yeah,
Now they can go get another guy to pair with him. Like they can go get a Trey Young.
hmm, yeah. He can make some things happen. Then,
Then now you're talking about a 1-2 punch, a guy who's gonna bring something consistently every night. Trey Young is almost dang near a walking double double
yeah, with nobody.
with nobody. He's not playing with another star.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. Um, and then on tonight, man, Nuggets took care of the business. Took care of business against the Clippers,
I seen
131,
that.
115.
I seen that. When I seen the way James Harden playing, I seen that.
Do you still think it's gonna go seven, or you
Nope.
think it's gonna be six? Is over. They smell
It,
blood.
it ain't it ain't going past 6. The
Y'all
Nuggets
get it here,
the,
folks.
the Nuggets seem like they don't figure it out. They don't find out how to guard that pick and roll with James Harden and Zubats, because
Mhm.
that was what
That
really
was
hurt them,
killing. Yeah, Zubac
was
was
that
killing
pick
them.
that pick and roll with Zubats and James Harden, and they
They
was getting
start
those switch ups and
switch
stuff
ups.
like that.
Now they start sitting on it.
Now they sitting on the weak side of that. They found out how to guard it, and so like that took away a lot of offense um Clippers. You know, Zubac still had 27. He still got down. But you limit James Harden, because James Harden only had 11
Yeah.
and he only had 5 assists.
So
You can live with
ineffective.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll live with that.
11 points, 5 assists.
Anytime, any game, you'll live with that.
We did our job. And Kawhi only got 20.
Yeah.
We did our job.
And it showed. It showed for sure. Man,
Like
them Pistons,
Zubac is y'all leading scorer. Like we'll live with that.
we'll live with that. Yeah. That's what you want. If I could shut the vibe off for these other guys, for my main guys, my top two guys, yeah, I live with this.
Like Jamal Murray had 43 of them things.
Man, it's something about the playoffs, man, about big moments, man.
He just steps up. Like
He steps up, man.
he hit and miss in the regular season, but when he get to the playoffs,
He just one of them players, man. It just
Jokic had a triple double.
yeah.
He had 13 points, 12 rebounds. 10 rebounds, 12 assists.
That's what kills you. The
Aaron
rebounds
Gordon,
and it's
Aaron Gordon gave you 23 of them things. And your boy Westbrook gave you 21.
shout out to Westbrook, man. I mean, he hooping, man.
Michael Porter had 14. It was a poor man 14, but he gave
Hoop-
you to you.
yeah,
He been
man.
in jail.
He in jail. So any production they can get out of him from being in jail, you got to take it, man.
This just ain't his series, cuz.
It ain't. No, you got somebody like Kawhi, and you get what you can get. You
He
move
been
on.
in he been in jail. He been trying to force him up, but like, bruh, you got to relax.
You don't want to guard nobody else. Mm-mm.
Like, man, yeah. Coach, put me in at the 2. Nah, man, we need you. We need you at the
We need
3.
3. You know
Coach,
you're on
right?
dribble.
I need to be at the 2. He trying to get off of. Coach, I think we need to go big. Put me at the 2.
Boy, you know you can't dribble.
Can't dribble a lick. Like, man, no, we can't really have you at the 2, man, because they
Mm-mm.
press.
Hey, Prez, you done.
Like, we gonna need you at the 3.
3. Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh my gosh.
But you're not hearing me, coach. You're not listening. You're not listening.
If you want me to do my thing, I need to be at the 2.
Oh man. But yeah, moving on, man. Pistons, man, they still fighting, man. They won tonight, man.
Listen, so
106, 103.
they not going out like that.
They not going out like no suckers. They
They
got
said,
treated they got cheated the game before with the missed
yeah,
call.
it was a missed call, but the way the ref was reffing that game, man, he was letting a lot of stuff go. So, um,
Yeah, but I
that's just
mean,
how they was calling it. The ref was really letting them play. But it was a foul. Don't get me wrong, it was a foul. Tim Hardaway was hit. But with the way that the ref was playing, and I kind of understand the ref, like you don't want to decide the game,
but he still decided the game.
but you know, it's just a hard place to be as a ref. Like it's dang if you do, dang if you don't. Like had he made the call, it would have been some smoke, you know.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, sometimes you have to make them calls, man. Especially if it's like something like that, man. It's this especially this the playoffs. It's not like it's a regular season game. This is the playoffs where every game counts. But uh, shout out to him, man. Big stuff, man. He got the boys battling, man.
playing hard,
He
man.
said, if y'all gonna beat us, y'all gonna have to beat us.
Playing hard, man.
Yeah, for
Carl Anthony
sure.
Towns are trying to bring the heat, man. He trying to.
Yeah, he trying to, man. Now, one series that kind of got me interested, and it's just for the scrappiness of it, is Golden State and Houston.
That series funny. That's a
It
funny series. It's a
you
fight waiting to
what?
happen.
It's like you don't know when something gonna jump off. You don't know
They
what
try
possession.
their best not to fight. It's been towels thrown. It's been guys. Draymond had a guy up in a collar. And the thing like, why was it still on you so bad? Like they've been trying everything in their power not to turn this arena out. Like they don't want to fight.
Man, it's been brewing game after game. It's getting more and more tense.
Jimmy Butler be like, I don't like Dylan Brooks. I want him to know I don't like him. I'm like, God, dog, they want to scrap.
Yeah, Jalen Green going out to Draymond talking about he don't offer nothing and things of that
Young fella,
nature.
don't bark up that tree.
Leave him alone.
Young fella, Draymond locking up. Young fella.
You better ask Shingun.
Young fella, you been playing like poo. You got benched last night, young fella.
Last 9 minutes?
The
Something
last
like that?
9 minutes.
Yeah.
Especially in clutch moment. The last 4 minutes, you was definitely benched.
And you supposed to been what?
You supposed to be their second best player.
Yeah. And you on the bench? Yeah. You in jail, young man. You are in jail.
You playing like pure dookie.
And you want to try to talk noise?
Draymond Green won the game for them.
Facts. After being in foul trouble and a tech and a flagrant.
Talking about that's all he can do.
Dude.
That's elite.
And it was straight up. It wasn't no double.
When you can be on the island and say, I'm gonna stop my man. And Jimmy, like, you stop him, I get the rebound. That's elite. That's an elite skill. To say, hey, I don't need no help. I'm gonna get a stop. Because that's what I do. That's what I bring to the team. young fella, you got to learn basketball. That's an elite role. He don't have 4 championships for nothing. You don't just look up on championships. You don't get championship by riding somebody's coattail. You have to bring something to the table.
Facts. Nah, if he didn't bring anything, he wouldn't have been in the league this long. He's been in the league what 12 years now, 11 years, 12 years now.
Something like that. 12, 13 years.
So he's been in the league this long, man. And he has hardware to back it up. You got defensive player of the years, all defensive teams,
All stars. All
all
that.
stars. So he got things to back it up. And then
First team, all defensive players, all
where
that, man.
and so just last night was just another testament to it, to get a stop at the most important part of the game. And this was with 5 fouls. So but this is a fun series too.
This series over too, but
It's over, but it's fun to see,
it's
man.
been fun to watch. And young fella, I hope you learn a lesson.
Too busy painting his nails.
Yeah, Draymond told him,
I think that's what really pissed him off. Draymond called him out about his nail paint.
Told him, man, go paint your nails somewhere, man. Like the physicality that's been played in these playoffs, man, it's been physical. Like the way that they letting them play Steph Curry.
Man, they mauling he mauling Steph.
Every time Steph go for a shot, they're allowing him to be touched.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Brooks and them is running through Steph. Like every time Steph goes up for a jumper, they're running through him on the contest. When he goes around screens, they're grabbing his waist going around these screens.
That's a fact.
Excuse me.
No, that's a fact, man.
Shout out to playoff Jimmy. Miami, you're stupid.
Hey, you stupid.
You're stupid, Miami. You're stupid. You're stupid, Miami. It ain't Miami. It's Pat Riley.
Yeah. Well, especially the way that they went out. Man, y'all better do something, man, because ain't nobody want to go to Miami as long as Pat Riley there. Be part of that quote unquote heat culture.
Ain't no heat culture. So, y'all only won because you had talented players.
Until you pissed them off and ran them off.
Ain't no culture.
You
if
ran
it was
them
such
off.
a culture, why you not winning without talent?
Girl, you gonna win without no talent.
You won because you had LeBron, D Wade, and Bosh.
Facts. until you pissed them off.
And then before that, you had Shaq and D Wade. That's why you won. There's no culture.
Let me ask you, man, about that tech that Draymond got last night. Do you think it was just more so just a reputation tech, or do you think that was warranted? I thought it wasn't.
I thought it was more of a reputation, but I thought it was the ref not understanding how to take control of the game because it was getting like too chippy,
right?
And so, you can feel that it was leading up to like, man, this is going to probably become something big,
right?
And the way that you do that as a ref is you let them know, hey guys, if you can't control your tempers, you're going to force me to call the game tight.
Right.
If you want to play physical, I'm going to need y'all to chill and play ball. That's what good refs do. That's how they control the game. Instead of messing up a playoff game by teching everybody or possibly getting someone ejected, you tell them, hey, you're going to force my hand. Because if you keep doing this and y'all keep fighting and think I got to break you up, the way that I'm going to have to control this, I'm going to have to call the game tight. That's how you get control of the game. Now, guys got to be mindful of
Hmm.
what I do.
That's a fact, man. Yeah, he just
But
didn't know how to.
the ref did that because he couldn't get control. That's the only thing he could think of to control the situation.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. So young fella from the Spurs, man, Castle, man, he got rookie of the year.
We seen that coming, and he didn't get no notoriety all year.
Mm-mm. And that's why I was worried about him because he didn't get the notoriety that he would get it. But I'm glad they gave it to him.
He was the
Um,
best rookie
man, you,
and the
you
most
know you know
consistent.
how, you know how these writers are, man. You know how these voters are.
Yeah, Bronny. I was like, bro, you have a rookie of the year in San Antonio that you probably should be talking about.
Hmm.
He's a first round pick. Bronny's not. Bronny's a development. You have a first round pick here who's supposed to be playing good. He's playing good.
And playing consistent.
I think San Antonio is going to be a really good team next year.
Facts.
We'll see who they add in the offseason, but I think they're going to be a really good team with Fox and Wimby,
Yeah.
Castle, Vassell. I think those guys are going to be really, really good.
Hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
If I'm KD, I go to San Antonio.
I don't want him to go, but it
I mean, I
it
don't want
fits.
to go either, but if I'm KD,
Yeah. It-
you
yeah.
go you go play with Wimby
Wemby.
and Fox.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough there, boy. For sure. How many years KD got left on this deal? Like one or two?
He got one, I think.
One.
One or two.
Okay, so he going into his last. Is it last year? Yeah. So that'll be a heck of a destination there. Boys, for sure enough to see, man. You got anything else before we get up out of here, man?
No, man. We're gonna see how things are gonna unfold. I think my playoff bracket, I think it's still intact
My
so far.
shot.
I think it's still intact, so we'll see how it's gonna move forward going into the next round. But I think it's still intact, so we'll see. Um, I think Minnesota's gonna be playing Denver in the next round. I think that's what I had. Or oh yeah, no, yeah, no. Minnesota's gonna be playing Golden State, I think,
Let me
and
see.
Denver's gonna be playing OKC.
Let's see. So this is your bracket.
So yeah, so I got the Nuggets playing OKC. I got Denver. I mean, the Timberwolves playing the Warriors. I got the Timberwolves actually beating the Warriors, and I have the Thunder beating the Nuggets, and I have the Thunder and the Timberwolves in the East and in the West, and I have the Thunder beating them.
Yeah, it's gonna
On
be.
on the East side, it's still intact so far.
Yeah, he's still intact so far. Your mind's is busted.
You gotta stop picking with your heart, man. Picking with your knowledge.
Yeah, man.
Ain't no way you should have been picking no Glenn. Ain't no way. You should have known that was shot.
I won't do that no more.
Should have known that mess was shot.
Won't do it no more.
The team depleted, and you got Doc Rivers running the show. Oh heck no, I ain't picking y'all. Okay, who y'all play? Heck no, y'all almost got swept.
Man, this guy here, man. I don't know how they got still coaching.
That man living off that one championship.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
Living off that 2008 championship.
Come think about it, he ain't have to do nothing. They ran themselves. They coached themselves. They just need somebody standing on the sideline.
Basically, somebody try to manage personalities.
Yeah, that got it, man. Anyway, outside of them two, man, my other parts of my bracket still intact, but
It's
those two is
still intact. Try to see if you can catch up on the back end. So, like, if guys lose, so you got Lakers. Yeah, Lakers moving on. So, if you the team that you got beating the Lakers, if they go ahead and win,
it's still gonna be shot. Like my West pick is still gonna be shot because I had the Lakers going to the finals.
You did have that mess. Yeah, you shot.
So I'm shot.
I was like, how?
Like my East outside of the Bucks, my East is still intact. So I got
you can make up on this side.
So I got Boston to the finals and winning it all. So we'll see, man.
We'll see what saw Jason Tatum. We'll see. We'll see what he gonna do. He might screw us off.
Hey.
Might mess us all up.
You see, he took a couple games out against this first round.
Yeah, he did.
They getting physical with him.
He on the thing complaining. They ref just let him pitch to all kind of ways. Like, man, play ball.
Up, man. Play ball.
Every game been physical. Have you watched the playoffs? Everybody's been playing physical. You don't see Steph Curry on here crying to my, oh man, they being too physical.
Nope.
They grabbing me. This is what y'all been complaining about. Ref let us play.
Yep.
If you're the best team, win. It's a 7-game series. Win. You're the best team. It ain't no one and done. This is the easiest. The NBA is the easiest place to win a championship because you get 7-game series.
Mm-hmm.
It's very rarely the best team don't win because it's a 7-game series. It's not a one-off. Like in the NFL, you can have not such a good team win the Super Bowl because a team could just get hot
at the right time.
At the right time, or just some flukely how they beat a better team in a 1-game situation.
Yeah.
College football the same way. NBA,
that's facts.
NCAA tournament, we see it all the time. These no-name schools come beat these big schools in a 1-game situation.
That's a fact.
We see it all the time. Butler will come and just beat a big time school. You're like, Butler.
Now, where they come from? It's out of nowhere.
You know, we see it all the time, man. So like the NBA finals is most of the time it's the only association that gets it right majority of the time as far as who wins.
Yeah. Them in baseball.
In baseball, you can look at it and say, okay, I see how they won. You can actually break down the games because it's a series versus 1 game. It's like, man, that was kind of fluky. I don't see.
You can see what adjustments is made from game.
You can see what strategy adjustments and stuff like that. That's why it's so interesting. That's why coaching matters in basketball.
Facts.
Because you can very well make adjustments to give your team the upper hand.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can lose your team the game. I like Doc Rivers. They should have won that game tonight. Gary Trent Jr. couldn't miss. They should have won that game tonight.
Ain't no way, especially as much up they were as they were. You,
Ain't no way. They was even up in overtime. They went up like
mhm.
7. They was up by 4 with they lost with 30 seconds left on the clock. Up 4. 2 stupid turnovers.
Bro.
2 of the most stupidest turnovers you had to have. It just had to be so fluky, just something just stupid happened
And
for
that's
you to
exactly what
lose that
happened.
game.
That's exactly what happened.
I said, ain't no way in the world they gonna lose this game. It would take some fluky mess, and it's sure enough.
And man, Glenn said, "Hold my beer. Let me show you here."
Let me stand up. Let me show them boys how to lose this thing. I said, boy. I said, oh, they're gonna extend the series. I said they gonna extend it out.
And I thought they, I thought they was at least a game.
I said they're gonna try to take them at least 5 or 6 games. They're gonna try to take them. And I seen it, and I was like, that's why I didn't pick you. That's exactly why. Because I knew Doc was gonna get out coached. You won 1 game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You got thoroughly out coached. It wasn't even close.
It wasn't.
I had y'all down for 2. I said they're gonna at least get 2 games. They're gonna get the 2 in Milwaukee. Nope.
McMahon said not so.
Negroes got 1 in Milwaukee. Got that tail waxed.
That's crazy.
On the court and coaching.
Yeah, which way you wanted it, they got it.
Carlisle was coaching circles around you. His adjustments, he was coaching circles.
He must just be having dirt on people. I just never seen somebody that been coaching this long and this mediocre. Gotta have some dirt on some people.
I don't get it. JJ Reddy tried to tell him, like,
He did.
he was like, man, we've been watching this for years.
Yes.
Like,
And they thought he was hating.
he's been doing this ever since after 08. He's been having this cachet with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's been over 10 years. That was in 08. It's 2025. We're approaching 20 years of mediocre Doc basketball.
That's crazy work.
The last time he won was in 08. It's 2025.
It's finna be almost 20 years.
It's going to be almost 20 years. And he ain't got a team close to the finals.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But they stuck with him.
They are. He dirty backed his way into that job.
And they stuck with him. Because he's still paying 2 other coaches.
They ain't got no choice, man. They got to ride that out.
Yeesh.
They got too many people on the payroll, and they don't have a choice.
Yeah. That's crazy work, man.
They gotta ride that out, boy.
Now let's see how many Milwaukee fans are still gonna be true fans. Because it's gonna be ugly for a minute.
Because you got Dame hurt, so I don't know when that's gonna happen. He even had. They got to discuss when they're gonna have surgery. And
like I said, he's gonna be out for the whole year. I'm just gonna assume he's gonna be out for the all next season. So
I don't know what kind of stuff Kyrie on, because he up dancing. I'm like,
well, Kyrie, man, he be into the herbs and all that. So
what kind of ACL he got?
He up dancing and all that.
He was up talking about. I'm like, he walking.
But he's into he's big into holistic. type of healings and things of that nature. So
and also had his surgery outside the team, so
team
it helped.
facts. He went to New York and got his surgery.
He had
So
his own, picked his own doctor. So he did his research of the doctor he wanted to do, and had interviews with the doctor and all that stuff, and come up with a plan, et cetera, et cetera. Instead of doing it with the team.
yeah, especially with this medical staff, boy. Man,
Boy, they're gonna butcher your knee. Kyrie, you have a microfracture now? A microfracture? What the heck? Yeah. We
so when you
was
came in here, you had two kneecaps, right?
right.
Ooh, so we'll have to do a knee replacement.
So
Yeah,
your kneecap wasn't shattered. No.
no, okay.
Well, that happened here. Okay. I just want to be clear. I want to be clear what that happened at. Boy, you know how terrible that'll be.
Man, the way this training staff went this year, I wouldn't put it past them, boy.
But that's how it used to happen back in the days.
Hmm.
Like they would go in and they would have surgery with these team doctors and they would screw up
Hmm.
and cover their back and be like, man, that was already you had
Yeah, it's
underlying
already like
issues.
that. Yeah,
They're like, no, man, they told me I just had this. Man, you got a microfracture.
and that was the worst. That's the worst procedure you can never do.
Microfracture. And then they would get on you if you wanted to go to an outside doctor
It made it so tough.
or whatever. So you would try to go to an outside doctor and then, you have to fight there or, things like that. So
Yeah.
but smart on Kyrie behalf, man, on going and getting the outside doctor,
Hmm.
outside opinion, having the surgery outside. He's obviously recovering very well. Um, Supposed to be able to be doing some a few more things by the time I heard about August, October. Um,
That's crazy.
he should be, for us, moving around, you know, and so they're really looking at a possible return around Christmas. So that's that's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
When I seen him moving, I was like, "Man,
Yeah,
he moving like that?
you probably be, posted up somewhere.
Yeah, like you just had the surgery. Like he out and about. He finna go host a one-on-one tournament." I was like, "This man out moving. He just had surgery a couple months ago. Like it must supposed to be tender."
No, man, whatever he's doing, man, keep doing it, man. It seems to be working. So
I mean, I ain't gonna knock the brother, man, because he getting it done, man.
he getting it done, man. No, that's for sure, man.
Having that, but man, that's the basketball news we have, man. I know this was a loaded episode, man, but it's been so much going on. We wasn't able to get on. I had been under the weather, so I've been down, man. But I've been still working, so it's been crazy. So I had a crazy weekend, man. So be back here, man. Had to let you guys know what was going on. We touched on a little bit of everything, and we're gonna also keep you guys posted, man. What's going on? I believe the NBA draft will be coming up fairly soon. Um, so we'll be talking about the prospects coming in and things of that nature. Um, who we're excited about and things of that nature. Probably have a little footage for you. Um, and also, man, we're gonna keep our eyes on of course, the NBA playoffs. It's getting spicy, man. The West is fun. I ain't gonna lie, and my team not even in it, but it's fun.
Mhm.
Like the Warriors in the Houston series is fun. It's probably my favorite series to watch, just because how tense it is. It's just so tense. Um, that's tense. Denver and the Clippers is probably like a chess match.
Mhm.
Um, but next series is going to be really good because you're going to have Denver versus OKC, and
Oh
boy,
boy.
that's
That's
gonna
gon-
be a show.
that's gonna be a doozy there. Is that what they say? A doozy?
A doozy. And then you're gonna have Timberwolves
Guess
against the Warriors.
that's gonna be a doozy.
You got the young guns coming for the old
The whole
guns.
guns. Yep. Yeah, but it's gonna this next round gonna be interesting, man.
And you know Draymond don't like Rudy.
Really.
So it's gonna be some smoke.
Yeah, it could be a drag. It could be a drag out across the other
But
end of the floor at
it's
any
gonna
time.
it's gonna be exciting though, because what is Julius Randle gonna do with Draymond on him?
Mm. Mm-mm.
That might be a deciding factor. So we're gonna keep you, man. Be mindful, man. We're gonna break it down for you here.
Yes, sir.
We talk about strategy here, man. Think about it. Think about those things, man. Those things, the size series, man. Those little things like that, nuances that you don't think about. Like, man, can they rebound? Who's gonna guard this guy? This guy can literally turn up a series. Julius Randle is the one that's turning up the Lakers series.
Yes.
Just sheer size. Just can't stop me. And you have no help on the backside. But now you go to a series with the Warriors with Draymond. So it's gonna be interesting, man. But Timberwolves also got some good perimeter defenders.
Yeah.
Can they house Steph enough? Will they perimeter defenders give Jimmy Butler a fit? So we're gonna see, man.